Look, I think we've all thought about it at times, us over 50s, when we can't remember where the car keys are, we can't remember the name of that person that we're walking up towards, we've forgotten a word that we want to use in conversation or in our writing. And we start to think, is dementia creeping up on me? Is the dreaded Alzheimer's going to grab me? And look, it's a real concern. There's no doubt that Alzheimer's and other dementias are a particular concern as we start to age and our mental faculties decline. Now, there is a certain amount of memory loss which is expected as we age and really nothing to worry about. And there's certainly ways and means of training your memory that can actually help alleviate a lot of that sort of stuff. But there are some things we can do that actually will, if not prevent, certainly slow down and even improve dementia and Alzheimer's. And the number one thing that keeps coming up all the time is physical exercise. When we exercise, we produce a chemical in the brain. It's called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Now, what that does is it stimulates the production of new cells, new neurons in the brain. And those neurons hang around for 3 to 4 weeks. Now, what will establish those neurons and make them viable and healthy and continue to live are connections with the other neurons in the brain. How do you do that? Well, you do things like learn a new skill, you do brain training, you stimulate the brain in some form, and a great way to do that actually is conversation. When you relate with people, particularly groups of people, you're stimulated by the discussions that ensue. You have to think about what's being said to you, respond, and your brain works while you're doing that. Those are the sorts of things that will establish connections with these new neurons and keep them there. If you don't establish new connections, they will up and disappear on you and you'll be in the same boat. So the good news is we can actually stimulate our brains. We can actually get new cells. We used to think that we had a certain number of cells when we were born, about 100 billion of them, and that they were lost and deteriorated over time. We now know that we actually have this ability to reproduce new cells, and that's a really exciting thing. So what are the exercises that you should be doing? There are a heap that are open to you, and it doesn't matter what stage of life you're at or what body type you have, there is a physical exercise for you. So what should you be doing?
So you can cycle, and remember, try and do high intensity, short duration. That means doing a gentle cycle for 3 to 4 minutes, then hit it hard. Then go back to your gentle cycle for 3 to 4 minutes, then hit it hard. Gentle cycle, hit it hard. But I'll talk more about that in a later video. You can pump weights. And if you want to see a real example of that, the pin-up boy of weights over 50, go look up Charles Euster. Google him or look him on YouTube, or if you can get his TED talk that he did, which is fantastic. This guy's 95 years old, still doing weights in the prime of his health. You could do Pilates. You can do yoga. You can do Tai Chi. And actually, research in the last couple of years, there's been 3 major studies that have shown Tai Chi excellent for improving both mental function and physical function in the elderly. So if you're looking for something to get into that's not going to be too stressful, uses your own body weight and the slowness of the movements as a way of engaging mind and body, you probably can't go past Tai Chi. So you can run or even walk. Walking is a great exercise, and preferably walk or run in an environment that has a bit of nature around you. It's amazing, the research shows that if you have a bit of nature, a park, the beach, through a forest, a bit of bush, you actually improve cognitive function more than if you run in your steady streetscape. So it improves both memory and cognition. So there is no excuse. There is some form of exercise out there that suits you. So I invite you to improve your brain by getting into the physical exercise.
I hope you're really enjoying the information that myself and the team are bringing you. If you are, please can you do us a favour? Can you subscribe? Can you share? And can you like us? And that would really help the cause for all of us. Thanks once again, and be looking forward to the next video.